Okay. I'm streaming now. Let's go. I haven't streamed in a few days, I don't think.
I think it's been longer than a few days.
No. I just streamed a couple days ago.
Oh, wait, I forgot.
Remember? I streamed the potion craft game.
I don't remember because I was sick and lying down.
And you were on mute the whole time.
Yeah. I was out of it, Temra.
That's okay.
I still am.
Alright. I'm sending it to a couple people. I captured clips. What do you mean, game? Or what do you mean, Discord? What the fuck is a clip?
It means you captured clips.
Why do I have clips? What is the button for clips?
You're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, no, I'm not asking you, I'm just... I just heard something go boop boop. Oh, hi Oliver.
What?
You love Slay the Princess? Awesome. I've seen a couple things about it. And I've been trying to download it for the past couple days, but my computer does not have 12 gigabytes ready. I had to uninstall VRChat. Also, hi Zami. Hold on, give me a sec. I gotta figure out what is this clip thing that it's telling me about. Alt-C.
Doesn't it mean like stream clips?
Yeah, I'm turning off clipping. No, it's a Discord thing too. That's what it is.
Oh, what the poop?
I know, right? Banger PNG tuber. Alright. Black Tabby Games. Serenity Forge. I like the cursor. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. I knew that. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. No way. No fucking way.
That's crazy.
Are you still in the call with RPM, Zami? Yeah, that's Juggalo Butters person. Sami is Juggalo Butters person. You know the person that drew Juggalo Butters? That's the person in chat. Zami. That's Oliver. I sent them Juggalo Butters, remember? Oh shit. Oh, that's cool. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, I like how that... Now, does that effect? Oh, it has different things to choose from. I think they're referring to pitters. Or jitters, I mean. Because I told them I shipped Juggalo Butters and Insane Pip, I think. There's a lot of different options, wow. Holy shit. Sweet, I've always wanted to... Oh, Monarch. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
That would be so sick if that's what Adult Pip sounded like.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Bro hit puberty big time.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Yes, but you'll have to slay her.
Did I get some
before you
reward?
it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Ooh. Reward.
Don't mention it. It's all part of
Okay,
the job.
thanks for telling me what to do.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
The voice of the hero. Yeah, there's other voices in this game I've heard. Yeah.
The interior of the cabin is almost
That's the
entirely
person.
bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted
Oh,
in a
sorry.
fine layer
Don't be
of
mean.
dust.
It's okay.
The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Interesting. No, it's okay. I was kind of just joking.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I love the art style so much.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I like how everything's moving. You can see that, right? Rose, are you still there? She's dead. Juggy Park. Enter the basement. Oh, you can see me holding the
Door to
blade now with my
basement creaks
cursor.
open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Oh.
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, it's been
Just
so long
checking in
since
on you.
anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
Huh.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her. to the
She
heart.
sounds hot. Not dangerous. I can fix her. Agreed. Such agreed.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? No. No.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it?
Just here to
and then
chat.
we can chat.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because
I
you
love
should
her.
be.
I love her. I love her. I love her so
You
much.
step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Are you sure she's not armed?
I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
A squint at the princess while holding on to the
Stare at
blade.
princess, squinting. She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Squint at the princess even harder.
You squint even harder. So does she.
At least nobody's dying right now.
True.
You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
I guess we only have two options. What do y'all think? What does chat think? Do I drop the blade or do I slay the princess? What should be my first loop? Slay her? Oh, it's a tie. Okay. Let me flip a coin. If it's heads, I drop the blade. If it's tails, I slay her. Okay, flip coin. It was heads. Oh, someone else came here. Damn it. Someone just popped in the chat. Okay. Damn. I guess I gotta slay her then. Wait, Rose. Rose, are you still there? What do you think? Should I slay her? Or should I drop the blade? I don't know if you I don't know if she's still here. Hello. Welcome to my stream. Rose, wake up. Rose. Okay, I guess I guess I gotta slay her.
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions
Oh.
prove correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Die.
With the last bit of
Finish
your
the
will,
job.
press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly.
How romantic.
somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
You
Because
don't
she
have time
can't.
to worry over such things. Everything goes dark.
She can't die. I don't think. Can she? Isn't she like a fucking eldritch creature? The
You're
razor.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
And at the
And in
basement
basement
of that cabin is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, there's a lot of other options now. I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here
I
again?
can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
What?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
this whole thing's a crock of shit.
That she did.
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us.
To death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this.
What if the narrator's in on this? Let's assume I'm telling the truth. And all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did exactly what you said. Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened.
The narrator sounds like he's in on this.
Congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Sorry, my mic. I was gonna say. It does sound pretty consequence-free.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply
Purely
rewind itself,
hypothetical
or were you
scenario.
instead transported to a different world entirely?
Oh.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Just be quick about it.
Let's talk about the princess. Who locked her in that basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
We're just a little special,
If anyone's
guys.
Special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
All she did last time was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling
I've
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time. Great. Now,
That's
if you
all.
don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you.
Just save it for ruin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
You couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. The interior of the cabin
Whoa.
is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards.
Why is it like
Their
this?
splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its
Why is it
edge.
different?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is a whole different cabin than the last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yeah, this guy absolutely loves gaslighting me.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
What?
Hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
What? What the fuck?
But there was a mirror a second ago.
Yes.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
You take the blade from the table. It will be
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess
Oh,
lives
dear.
here, slaying her would probably be doing her
We are
a
not
favor.
equipped to deal with this, are we?
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Yeah, we're like a bird creature.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh.
There's something so wrong with that voice.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Yeah, maybe because of you.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you rescue me, right?
Hmm. Oh, there's a lot of options. Holy shit. Hmm. I don't have the key.
Oh, you don't. Okay, I see. I have an idea. You should come over here and stare directly at the chains. You won't be able to find a key if you don't know what it's supposed to look like, so you better come right within close staring distance just to be sure.
She is not fooling anybody.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it. But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your
This guy's gaslighting us so hard.
Nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that.
That was oddly specific. Seems like you do remember that.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
There you go again, talking up delusions about a past life experience that clearly didn't happen. Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth. I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever.
I think she's lying about
you're
both.
doing.
Okay, what are you gonna do if I let you out?
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Yeah, like ending the world.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
I'd like to trust you, but you're being so suspicious right now.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are.
True.
My entire world is at risk.
What world? Yes, same.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, and will continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Yeah, I'm not trusting this. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering?
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it. I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen. Yes, I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later, but if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point. Just make a decision already.
But we are a bird. What do you mean?
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically. Again? Really?
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
Holy shit.
You're going to die now.
She's so girl boss.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow,
You're going to die now.
just that. Everything goes dark.
Okay then. That was actually really funny.
You're on a path in the woods. No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp.
He just skips.
Curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do? I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now? The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option.
The hunted.
We have to fight. What's the point of fighting if she's just
The
going
broken.
to win every time? It hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing. Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right? That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
Sorry, my headphones unplugged.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
Oops.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it.
Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Yeah.
Oh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion. Guess it's time for us to see her again.
You know what I could have done? Oh, hi. Instead of making Pip the princess in the thumbnail, I could have made it like reversed. I could have made it Damien. Because I feel like that fits more at this point.
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs.
Ugh.
They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom. Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
So she does remember, clearly. I'm doing pretty good.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again.
Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there...
So he does know. The narrator does know.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Your internal
Oh.
is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
Oh.
From the princess's arms
Ew.
rose twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Oh, that's easy. I'm gonna try flirting with her.
Now, I've tolerated quite a bit from you, but this is a bridge too far. Please don't try romancing the princess.
Why
She wants
not?
to kill you.
She's so beautiful.
She's going to end the world if you don't stop her.
Too bad.
Yeah, do we have to flirt with the murderous monster?
I'd rather
Yes.
It's not like she wants us anyway. I'm fine with it. Let's see where this goes.
Give her the look.
The look. The look. We've all used it.
Yeah, do you not know about the look?
I've actually seen an animation of the look.
Now you flash the princess the look. And a rosy blush rushes to the princess's cheeks as she breaks into a wide grin. Unbelievable.
Oh,
We're
is that
freaky
how it
like
is?
that.
Yeah, okay, I feel that. I like you too. Neat.
Oh, be damned, this is actually going to work, isn't it?
Still going to kill you. But now we could both enjoy a mutual romantic subtext to the murder.
Or not.
I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of hot.
At least she likes us. I've never been liked before. Blush still glowing in her cheeks, the princess closes the distance between you, blades flashing. She skewers you. Ow.
Ow.
What worthwhile romance doesn't hurt at least a little bit? What matters is that she likes us. She's even said as much.
The smitten.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead. And that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her. As long as we keep moving. We'll win her heart eventually.
Yes! I agree, Smitten.
Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
We're going to appeal to her authority. Puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. It doesn't work. And she kills you again, and again, and again, and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh, okay then.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee. She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter.
Let's kiss her.
We can't give
We must win her heart.
Okay, let's go
Why
again.
can't... Why isn't kissing her an option?
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. None of this is working. Think.
Her teeth are getting more monstrous.
She skewers you. We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time. That's all we need. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll take it from here.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead body. That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
I agree with Smitten.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How
On
many
top?
times have you been here?
On top of the princess?
This is... How about You
flustered.
stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them. Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only
Watch, she's
more
just
of a
gonna-
slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you.
Yeah, let's see it.
Worth it though. Just you wait, and not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you going to say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go, now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms
Oh,
of raw meat.
Jesus
stretch
Christ.
And tears. And then it erupts.
You missed us dying like a billion times.
She becomes a wave
Oh!
of blood and viscera.
What the
Pieces of her
fuck is
splatter
that?
against the walls. All that remains in the center of
Still
the
hot
room
though, to be
is a
honest.
skeleton of
Anyways.
blades, a heart.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Holy shit! She's gorgeous.
Absolutely divine.
I love this mitten. My favorite voice.
Behold, the perfect woman.
The perfect woman.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked.
Do you think we could throw her out the window?
How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Narrator,
What just happened?
Empty your mind.
Quiet.
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapons clash again and again. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescendo, and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. You do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place. Approach the mirror. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach towards the glass. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Benjamin. I'm playing Slay the Princess. This is my first playthrough, actually. So I'm not sure exactly what goes on. But I'm figuring it out. I like her voice. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. But were you always the princess? Or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Fair point. Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Does the princess actually really, like, love the hero in this game? Or was she just lying? I can't tell. Because I ship it. I ship it. But I probably will regret saying that. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget.
Oh yeah, I love this
if
game.
only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
What does that mean? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Man! Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world
Of course I
ending?
haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right? You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, so we forgot everything this
The
time.
interior of the blade is your... You take the blade.
I'm skipping the text I've already, seen and heard.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
You know what? This time I'm gonna drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Because the last time I slayed her.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with
Oh,
the
she's gonna
princess
attack
face to
us.
face. Unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's, pretty awkward.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Sorry, my mic. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear? Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say
Bye-bye,
whatever I have to
Kenjamin.
get out of here. That's
I'll
just
see you
the
later.
dynamic of our situation.
You too. Have a good day. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
What is she suggesting? Oh, thank you. Bye-bye, everyone. Thank you all for tuning into the stream. Have fun, Zombie, and have fun, Live On. What was she insinuating? What? Was she, like, wait. I thought she was just, like, insinuating that, she would try to, like, pick the lock on the chain with the knife. That's what I thought at first. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Oh. Wife has left. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go to my server and just be in the VC then. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
No, they didn't.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
What happens if we free her?
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Anyways, my headphones unplugged.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key? Do you have any ideas? Besides me. Oh, that's what she implied. Besides me cutting you out of here.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She
Damn.
speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. Your shouts and pleas.
Let me out of here.
Silenced. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Shut up, narrator. I want to let her free. I want to kiss her. Let me kiss her. Let me kiss the princess.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's save her.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
she's just looking at us with puppy dog eyes.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp and you make quick work of it. Before long you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
'Cause she isn't.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps
No!
and raises the blade.
No!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Narrator? I swear to God. No, no.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too...
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then
Holy
she
fuck.
slits your throat with an almost...
She's hot.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. She's such a girl boss. I'm in love.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Oh, you bastard. Nah. See through the cabin.
She will
Let's
lie.
just do this.
Yes. Did you just say wink out loud?
Wait, what happened? Skeptic. Yes, yes. Don't believe a word she says. Just go and take the knife and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Skeptic. That's a new voice.
The interior of the cabin
Interesting.
is less a cozy woodland retreat.
Oh, it's
more
different.
like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. You reach forward and rub your hand, but there was a mirror, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase.
This game is so
A
cool.
few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing
Real.
across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Are we not the first?
You walk down the stairs.
Oh,
and
she's
lock
so
eyes
cute.
with the princess. She looks up at you. The heavy
Oh,
collar
she's
around
even
her
more
neck
chained.
clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Let's sit with
Step
her.
towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Interesting. She's got a different personality.
We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me? I don't know.
The other
But
chain.
you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
I love
Need
her.
you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work.
Maybe it is all she
She's probably
knows.
even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea
I was gonna
why
say.
or how. So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our
So he knew.
considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Where's Smitten when you need him? I want to kiss the princess.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
Yeah, I'm probably in my fucking chest.
That's ominous. But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's
Can't
good
we
for her
just
is good for us.
pick the lock on the
What should we
shackles
do? I don't
with
know.
a knife?
I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon.
The last time we met, your body tried to kill me.
Fair point.
Take a moment to imagine yourself in my position. I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
Oh, I am falling in love with her with every sentence she says.
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence. If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others.
Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course, but you should be aware of my position.
Where's the option where we can just make out with her? You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right?
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me. I'm extremely patient.
True, she has been down here for a while.
Take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
You're asking about my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either.
Oh, there isn't?
So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
There's no keyhole in the shackles. That's why she can't just pick the lock.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
I think I'm gonna trust her. Again, because I love her. Anyways.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like
Say, I don't know.
He
being your
is
dog and
coping so
slaying
hard.
her.
There has to be a reason why he's so mad at this princess, dude.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world. Right?
Oh, well, we tried to take over it, but Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No! You close your eyes. That doesn't stop you from hearing every grisly detail. The splitting of skin, the wet munching of severed veins, the grinding of metal against bone. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. How did she do that?
She's not going to die from this.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
We don't know that she's dead yet. We're not even watching it happen. She could just be faking those sounds.
And then, finally, you hear a snap and an uneasy silence. There is a slow and fleshy tear. Hard to fake that. This is worse than watching.
And yet our eyes are still closed.
Finally, there's the soft thud of something roughly head-sized bouncing against the floor, and the clattering of chains as they drop along with it. I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you.
What the fuck? Did she actually just kill herself?
You saved the world.
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand.
She's
that.
not dead.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard
There's no way she's dead.
It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now
No,
we
it
can all
hasn't.
relax. Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head. Its neck stump still
She's just gonna
oozing
regenerate.
fluids. Then make your way
Let me
back
guess.
upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is open it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already... over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
Yes.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body.
Has she
but
never seen the outside
better
world?
than I expected.
You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Feels too good to be true.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
I don't want to hurt you. But the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
When this is all done, do you know what you will want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you. Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So is this what she's really like?
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. He doesn't. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade is your...
What happens if we enter the basement without the blade?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Don't let it fool you. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
This version of her
There's
seems
a heavy chain around her wrist,
more pleasant.
binding her to the far wall of the...
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all...
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating...
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
She sounds more soft-spoken this time around.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Oh, is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
But what's your name?
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I'm the first person you've seen in a while. What have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly...
No, that's kind of relevant. She's been down here for months. How is she alive?
Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right? You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe
No.
it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess...
Gonna check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there somewhere, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Let me
Attempt to
guess.
make your way out of the basement, but the door
Yep.
at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. Your shouts and pleas are met with You're here to slay the prince. You make your way to the bottom of the stair. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates.
Holy
before raising
shit.
Her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Hot.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bounce. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens. Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy she didn't so much as utter a no, she didn't. She smiles softly. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward.
No!
The blade elbow ready to sink into her heart.
She was my favorite. What the hell? Why did you have to do this, narrator? I hate you.
But the princess dodges. Stop it. Stop trying to... The blade! Move the... As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
But she's so cute. How could she be evil?
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a...
I'm so sorry.
It seems like she actually doesn't want to kill us this time around.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
She's so cute.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
The damsel.
You're on a path. You're here to... Oh, she will lie. If only you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Smitten his back. Smitten. My favorite voice.
Excuse me?
Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Last time? What are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in... The blade is your... The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems... but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last
Watch,
time.
she's gonna be a fucking monster.
In love.
Okay,
Alright, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms, you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but
We damned a whole world. But everything reset.
nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation
Eat
behind
her? What do you mean, eat her?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't
Can we
even have
kiss
to.
her?
Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead.
I don't know, man.
and
I
slay
trust her. What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feelings one way or the other about the world
To
ending.
being honest, I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long.
If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aw.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than...
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smiles
Aww.
you with a joyful embrace. Ugh.
I ship it, I ship it, I ship it, I ship it.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
What do you see me?
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do? That sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last
Aww.
hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
I screenshot of that. Hi, Cello. We're playing... Well, I'm playing Slay the Princess.
We have each other. We don't need the
And I'm
world.
slowly falling in love with her each time.
I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
No.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh, okay. See ya, Cello.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade, that's right, there's still a chance for you to do the right.
You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you. You know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like an easy win for everyone. That's not how this works. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave with her. It's our happy ending. Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside. Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
But you don't get the chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
Oh. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here?
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I need to make a Slay the Princess AU of Pip and Damien. I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay.
Okay. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Of course not. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me.
It says that your heart is gentle, that even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
What do you think about this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
But I do mourn her. She was perfect. Damn it. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You
Hi,
have seen what
Mouse.
I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Huh. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here.
Hmm.
You make your way up a warning. She will. We're not going to go through. Ignore him. The interior of the blade is.
Into the basement.
Her voice softly carried.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is hypnotizing. Don't let it fool.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes. She's beautiful. I am begging you to.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, bind. They're large and heavy. Far too solid for you.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere up. Doubtful.
Okay. I'll be.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door. Is someone else here? You try the door. You make your way to the bottom of the easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight panic rising in.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm as she rips her flesh from her bow. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here.
You know what? This time I think I'm gonna try and kill her.
We could use it to. You won't like what. Without hesitation, you bring the blade down and plunge it into the princess's back. Finally, the wound drives her to the ground. Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end.
You bastard! Were you lying to me this whole time?
The princess pushes away from you, the motion ripping the blade from her back. Wounded, but still alive, she crouches on all fours in the corner of the room.
You've made a terrible enemy, and there's nothing in the world that can possibly save you from me.
I thought we had the upper hand, but
She's
It's
hot.
as if she's barely even threatened by us. It's an act. She's wounded and I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you ready your blade to deliver a lethal blow, she lunges at your legs with the same animal ferocity. Your blade cuts into her again and again as you're tackled to the ground. Your body racked with
Evil.
pain as she
I love
rips into
her.
you with tooth and claw.
Oh my god. I love her so much.
Forget about trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got. Though your nerves are seizing with pain, you know you've done your fair share of damage as well, your blade having left deep gashes in the princess's back. You seize a moment of hesitation to throw her off of you. We can still turn this around. You steel your resolve and take another step closer to the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can still make
Hi,
sure that
Sans.
she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What's this about not making it out? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the fact. Can you not feel all those gashes and holes pulling you apart? If the princess doesn't do you in, you take another step forward. The two of you enter one last exchange, a flurry of blade and claw and fleshy ribbons. And then you stop. Neither you nor princess able to go any further. You collapse on the ground, and the princess collapses beside you. Blood pools around you both, and you watch each other fade away.
After all this time alone, I thought I'd finally found a friend, but you were just another monster, weren't you?
Silence, as though you've paid a terrible price, but you've saved us all. It's over.
It's not over.
You think this is it? You're sorely mistaken.
Is this where the adversary
One
comes
way or
in?
another, I'll
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything.
Oh no. This is the witch. Don't ask me how I know about the adversary. She's like the only one I looked
And
up.
at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Okay, no.
Don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of Amir. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Opportunist.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her. A warning, she will Don't worry, you can trust. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted. The blade is your implant. You take the blade. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the muddy shelf, the blade sitting on. There's death, but he says there isn't one.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I
I'm sure
am.
we look great. If only there was some sort of reflective surface we could examine. Absolute shame. You do see it, right? I don't know how to read you. I see all sorts of things, but do you see the mirror? It's a simple yes. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. You walk up to the. This really isn't. You reach forward and rub your. Well, at least we can all agree now that there's nothing to see here. Case closed. Good work.
Okay, so the opportunist didn't see the mirror. Actually, guys, I gotta be right back. Cause I need to take my melatonin. So, give me a minute. I'll be back in a few minutes. It is. Anyways, I'm back. But one thing I forgot to do was my Duolingo real quick. So, I think I gotta do that real quick. One sec, narrator. Let me do my Duolingo lesson real quick before I slay this princess. Wow. Perfect lesson. Let's go. The reason I took so long is because I was doing other things other than getting my melatonin. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to get iced tea. I had to, you know, I got some chocolate. Because it's that time of the month. Let's go. And my cat thinks I have something for her.
Revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Huh.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth.
Does the princess remember, like, her previous iterations?
The air smells of dirt.
Because that would make it a whole lot worse.
And wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
Us betraying her would make it a whole lot worse then.
Her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Probably. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else.
No, she does not.
Seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
Nope.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. And do you need to stop lingering?
Oops. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say, or do you just want to hear yourself talk? That's so real.
Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps.
Oh, I love her. I love her design.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
I love that design.
And there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would you know that?
Her little smug face.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
Yeah, how'd you figure that one out, narrator? How the fuck? How'd you put the fucking... Hey, my headphones unplugged. How the fuck did you put those pieces together, narrator?
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone...
No, she's angry.
Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
You can't be serious.
Let's give her our blade.
Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us?
Can he really not remember? I don't know.
As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
Okay. I don't care. I'd let her kill me. I'd let her shred me into a billion pieces. I mean, look at her.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
You hear a clanging of metal against the dirt floor, and the chains fall from the princess.
Oh, we're gonna fucking die, aren't we?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart. It's a shame we just gave her a weapon, because if I were her, I'd use it on us right now. Luckily for us, you're not her. Oh, we sure think alike, though. I can promise you that. Whatever you say next, you better make it count. She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
She's so cute. Look at her. What do you think happens now? She says smugly. I fucking love this iteration of her. She's fucking cute. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you. And this feels like the only way to do it.
She calls back, clearly caught off guard by whatever nonsense.
I made her blush. I made her blush. This whole playthrough is just gonna be me laughing and giggling, like out of love for the princess.
Nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't mean it. Did we? If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steals her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Damn it. I love her expressions. They're so cute. Is she like a lion?
What? No. No, come on, that's not right.
The joys of being lesbian.
I told you this is what she was going to do.
I mean, it makes sense. We did kill her.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The thorn.
You're on a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument. Oh, you're far from being on the right side.
Smitten!
You're fixated
Yes!
on the past, whereas what you should
I love him.
is fixated on the future. Ho-ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Traveling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love. She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death.
I was gonna say, she did.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. So maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the prince. It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake.
Excuse me.
My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
No.
The interior
Actually-
of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore.
Oh.
The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here.
How about he narrates me punching him in the face? How about that?
Beneath it lies the
Yeah,
fresh
really, I
smell
hate
of
the narrator,
spring
dude.
growth after rain. The promise of new life in the wreckage of
Let me
the
just
old.
kiss the princess already, dude. Damn it.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table.
Are you sure the world ends every time I let her out, guys?
Isn't right? This is supposed to be a pristine blade.
Or is it just like
Why isn't there a pristine blade?
some sort of weird thing?
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's
Fuck
between
yeah.
him and her,
Let's get all
I'd say
chummy with
we
the
side with
princess.
the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
Oh, but she probably does.
She does have it. That's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers.
I agree with Smitten.
Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent. You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror and behold our handsome features. It went away when we touched it last time. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be.
I need to make a Pip and Damien AU with them.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below.
I need to! But they're obviously going to be adults, so don't worry. That's what they are in the thumbnail. They're adults in the thumbnail.
The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? We kill each other.
It is?
You come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me. I think
I just
you
want
know
to
how
talk.
this goes.
Really talk.
I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
I thought it was accurate too, but also, like, once I realized that the narrator and like the voices are British, it kind of makes me want to make Pip the hero as well. I don't know.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth.
I know the
edges of
narrator's like a
thorns that
different
grow more
entity,
and
but
more
still.
plentiful as you make your
But the
way forward.
voices are still part of your head.
You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, Encased in a tight weave of vines is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
No. No, I'm not. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you, if you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm just trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms. She trusts us. She trusts us.
Yes, it does.
Set your heart aflutter.
It absolutely does. Is this like a psycho? Is this like a secret dating sim in disguise, guys? Because I'm getting that feeling.
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. Feels good. Like we're special to her. We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings. Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, that sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him. I see that the lines have been drawn. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course.
He switches sides.
Free
That's
this
funny.
princess. Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our
the entire protagonist is just swooning over her.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you all free her. And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now.
Oh, Opportunist is gonna backstab her, isn't he?
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. You're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip. You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody. Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
Sounds like someone's a little jealous.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us?
Is this the moment? Is this the fucking moment? Is this the moment? Is this the moment where we get to actually kiss her? Holy shit.
Can we actually do that? No, you can't. Absolutely not. You know as well as I do that you can. And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a... Well, are you going to describe our
steamy romantic kiss?
You lean in and you...
Yes! Yes! Yes!
She reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Oh, oops. Come on, this is a big moment. You can do better than that. Princess locked eyes and stared deep into each other's souls with all the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Oh my god. Lesbian panic. Anyways.
Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss. Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection. Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now.
That's actually kind of sweet.
He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion.
Finally got to kiss her. That's the moment I was waiting for.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out. Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they...
Don't make me fucking kill her again.
Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving.
Real!
We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
Oh, I love that scene. That's a beautiful screenshot. Actually. Like with the night sky in the background. That's actually really beautiful.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
Oh, and she gets swallowed. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Emery returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah, I think I like the princess guys. Just a little.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. She'll be there waiting for a sign.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Remains. You've unraveled. Fascinating. I'm gonna change it. Hold on. Check the description too. Oh, it's beautiful. Let's see her new form. You're at the cabin. What cabin? There's no fucking cabin here.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars and there's people, I think. At least I think there's supposed to be people.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Man. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
You have thoughts on this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Oh yeah, because of the last vessel. Wasn't she also a cautious heart? Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me. One of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. And when I find him, I'm gonna kill him.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
I guess. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
This is the last time. Is there anything you would like me to bring you?
These gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
I think I'm going to
In the woods.
save, right? Oh, goodness. Okay, there's a lot of pages of saves. Anyways, I'm going to quit because I want to save this for tomorrow morning. I'm going to draw! Oh, time to draw. Time to draw the new AU that I just made up in my head. Guys. Okay, hold on. Oliver, do you want to call? I can only call for like an hour. Would you be watching me draw then? I might just restart the stream. Real quick. But that's a little bit too much. I'm gonna have to like, you know what? No, I'm just not gonna restart the stream. I'm just gonna end the stream. And I'll send you my art. It's hard. It's like a little bit too much effort because I have to like change the tags, change the title, change the description, change the category. You know, I have to change everything for the stream. And I just want it to be the same for tomorrow morning. But I'll send you the art. It was nice having you pop in the stream. And it says there's someone else watching, so thank you for whoever else is watching. It says 3 concurrent viewers. I'm not sure if that's just me. But this game is really cool. Deja Vu Sands. Oh, thank you. I will be playing tomorrow morning before I have to go to the doctor's, so around 9 to 10 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, so hopefully you'll be able to tune in. Baka, I don't know how to pronounce your name. It was nice having you on the stream. Tomorrow's stream. Part 2 simpage. Me literally simping over the princess the whole time, guys. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I'm a lesbian. Hi. I think my dad heard me. Okay, I pronounced it right. That's good. But thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'm gonna end this stream and draw for like an hour and then head to bed. And then wake up and then start streaming immediately. Pretty much. Bye. Have a nice night, everyone, or day, or whatever time it is for you.